What's going on, guys? Army-Firedawg is back again, and today I actually have the review time for you finally of the Aune B1s. This is actually their newest portable headphone amplifier, and it's actually one, if you remember, about 2 years ago, almost to the day, I reviewed its predecessor, the B1. So I was really excited to hear what's new, and then compare it from memory, of course, to the original B1. So, as always, I like to start with the construction of the product and then work my way down. So the construction of the Aune B1s is actually very, very nice. It's all aluminum throughout its entirety, minus two little strips of faux leather right here on the back. It does good for like putting a little accent, but it also, when you have it set against your phone, it helps not scratch the phone versus if it was all aluminum, that would likely scratch your device, whether it be phone or other DAP, you would have that paired against. So it's a very nice touch that Aune put on their B1s. As you can see, the top of it has a very, very linear and very smooth volume knob. I mean, it goes from super dead quiet all the way up to as loud output as it can. The sides, you actually have two gain-ish switches. You have the actual gain switch, low gain, high gain, and then you have the current switch right here, which is Class A, so it increases the output current of the amp. This is what allows it to work super, super quietly for custom in-ear monitors, which I will love to touch on here very soon, as well as semi-hard-to-power headphones. I guess technically, yeah, up to the HD650, but that's something I will also touch on very soon. Now, on the flip side of the B1s, you have this battery indicator, and this is something I actually not like from the original, and I still don't like it on this one. Call me old-fashioned, whatever have you will, but I like a battery indicator, especially if it's only going to have one LED to go from green, yellow, red, to let me know, give a good idea how much battery is left. This one, the B1s, goes with a flash. So at fully charged from 80% to 100% charge, you get 5 flashes. When it's from 60 to 80%, you get 4. From 20 to 60, you get 3 flashes. From 10 to 20%, you get 2 flashes, and at 10% and less, you get 1 flash. So yes, technically you can look at how many times it blinks and get a good gauge, but I'd rather just look at it, see a color, and then move on my way versus count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there's my battery. It's something very small and admittedly probably very petty, but I just personally don't. I wish it was just red, yellow, green. So moving on down, the Aune B1s has a respectable battery life. If you have it on low gain and low current, you are looking right around 8-ish hours of play. But if you're like me, most of my headphones aren't the super portable variety. So I'm rocking this on very minimum of the current is the plus. The Class A is on the plus setting. And then if I'm using anything over like 150 ohms and above, I'm at a high gain. So, because the output power really isn't too much on the B1s. So anything more than 150 ohms, it'll power it, like you can get volume from it, and it'll go respectably loud. But there's a lot more performance that can be had from said headphones, which I'll touch on very soon. But to get back on track, if you are using the Class A, the current and gain switch on plus, you're going to be getting roughly about, the website claims 5 hours of battery life, which is pretty close. I was getting about 4.5-ish hours based on the headphones I was using. Well, when they were on high gain, it was the HD650 and the HD800S. Those are the only headphones of semi-difficult to drive that I actually own. I don't really have super hard to drive headphones in my plethora. Now, moving on to the sound quality. So the sound of the Aune B1s it's something I really enjoyed. It adds a nice little touch of warmth to the music and headphones. So it just makes things a little bit more musical. It kind of adds, if I had to put a spot on it, it adds a tube amp-like sound to a solid-state amp. And I really like that. It's nice, it's subtle, it doesn't smack you in your face with it. It's just a nice, subtle nod. Now, with that being said, it also doesn't really alter your headphones other than that nice little nod that much at all. And if your headphones are already warm to begin with, those pair very, very well with those headphones. 2 of the headphones of all of the ones I tried, which are linked in the written review, which is linked in the description box down below if you like to know what headphones and products I used. But the 2 that paired by far the best with this product is the Sennheiser HD660S and the Meze Headphones 99 Classic. Those two headphones paired beautifully on the Aune B1s. They just, especially amazing. If I had to give a number one best pairing of everything I tried with this, it would have to go to the Amazing 99 Classic. It just sounds so immediately good, and you can tell the difference going from just your phone to the portable B1 amp. Now, as I touched on earlier, the Aune B1s plays or pairs very, very nicely with customs. When I played, and this is something only a very small handful of products that even cost exponentially more than the $230-ish that the Aune B1s costs, can claim. But these were dead silent. The B1s was absolutely dead silent with my hypersensitive Empire Ears Hermes 6. Absolutely, I heard no hiss, whether if my volume was turned all the way up and had no music playing, or obviously if I did have music playing. I personally heard nothing and that's just playing the customs straight to that, and then from that to my phone or laptop, whichever one I was using at the time. Now, moving on to the opposite end of the spectrum, the Aune B1s, it specifically mentions the Sennheiser HD650s on its website that it can power. Now, from my personal experience, yes, it powers it, and it can get good volume from it. But there's a lot more to be desired from the HD650. If any of you have heard the 650 off of a very scaled amp or even a decently tiered home desktop, you know how it can perform. It sounds very, very well. And it sounded good. It sounded good off of the Aune B1s, but it didn't... Me personally, I wouldn't really advertise it. Now, the HD660S, absolutely. Wonderful. Paired through that one. But the HD650, and I'm not even going to discuss or talk about the HD800S, but the HD650 didn't... That's about the absolute peak of what these can do, and that's probably going a little bit too much. About the 150 to even maybe 200 ohm resistance is about as much as the Aune B1s can do to get notable, for me, improvement results. But guys, that is actually really about it for my review and thoughts of the Aune B1s portable headphone amplifier. This was actually one of my shortest reviews I have had in a long time. But this is actually a very, very straightforward plug and play. There's no real gimmicks or perks. It's just a plug it into your phone and there you go. There's not any, from my time with it in my several hours, I've gone through several batteries in one listening session of that device on several different headphones, and other than the nice little touch of warmth that adds to music, nothing really took away. It was just, I was listening to my headphones, just my normal headphones, but with a little bit extra warmth to it. And that was something I actually really do like. It does give the ability for those of us to take some of our more difficult headphones portably. So it does have that. It's a portable amp. But for those of you who have very difficult to drive headphones, the B1s might not be able to push enough power for you. But for those of you just wanting a little bit more musicality to your headphones and music, I really like the B1s. And like I said, just because this is a short review, just like the original B1, I really, really enjoyed my time with it. It's just something, when I plug in the B1s and I just want to relax and listen to the music, just enjoy it. The subtle touch of warmth, the slight forwardness to the mids and bass, and a little more heavier punch on the bass, it gives me just enough that I really enjoyed that. It was a nice touch that I liked. Construction is absolutely top-notch. I have zip complaints about the construction. For those of you who would like to purchase and own a B1s, as long as you take reasonable care of it, I see this lasting you indefinitely. I think maybe in several years you may have to replace the battery, just because rechargeable batteries are, not the best in the world. But I have no doubt it'll handle quite a few drops. I haven't tested that personally, just off what it looks like. But like all the other Aune products, I don't have much bad to say about it. It is a solid, wonderful quality for its price ratio product that Aune has been known for. Like my first ever desktop, the Aune X1S. Wonderful for its price. $230, roughly, depending where you want to shop from. It is a very, very top-notch product. But anywho, guys, I have rambled on that last little bit unnecessarily. But if y'all have any questions, or if there's something you think I may have missed that you would like me to clarify more or talk about, please hit me up in those comments down below. I'll absolutely reply to each and every one of you, and I do enjoy hearing from you. But guys, other than that, as always, my name is Army-Firedawg. It has truly, truly been a pleasure, my friends. But most importantly, and please I ask of you, stay safe.